Have you ever wondered why certain movies feel deeply personal, almost like they were made just for you? That's because they tap into something ancient, something Carl Jung called the collective unconscious. This hidden part of our mind is filled with timeless symbols known as archetypes, which shape the stories we love. Today, we explore how Jung's psychology has shaped film and literature, from heroes to villains, mentors to tricksters. 1. What are archetypes? Carl Jung discovered that certain characters appear again and again in myths, books, and films because they represent universal human experiences. These are called archetypes, characters that exist deep in our shared unconscious mind. Let's break down some of the most famous ones. 2. The hero, the one who transforms. The hero is the heart of almost every great story. They start as an ordinary person, face trials, and emerge transformed. Think about Luke Skywalker in Star Wars or Harry Potter. These characters take us on a journey of growth and discovery, reflecting our own struggles in life. 3. The shadow, our dark side. But every hero faces a dark force, what Jung called the shadow. This archetype represents the fears and desires we suppress. Darth Vader is Luke's shadow in Star Wars, while the Joker is Batman's dark mirror. And who can forget Gollum from Lord of the Rings, a tragic figure consumed by his inner darkness. 4. The mentor, the wise guide. Every great hero needs guidance. Enter the mentor, the wise old figure who provides knowledge and encouragement. Yoda teaches Luke, Gandalf leads Frodo, and Dumbledore helps Harry. These figures embody wisdom and spiritual insight, a key part of Jung's philosophy. 5. The anima and animus, the feminine and masculine within. Jung believed we all have both masculine and feminine energies inside us. This concept appears in love stories and deep psychological journeys. Trinity in The Matrix helps Neo discover his true self, just as Ariadne guides Cobb in Inception. 6. The trickster, chaos as a teacher. The trickster archetype brings unpredictability and chaos, but often for a purpose. Loki in Marvel movies is a master of deception. The Cheshire Cat in Alice in Wonderland confuses but also enlightens. And the Joker forces Batman to confront his own identity. 7. The hero's journey, the blueprint of film. Many films follow the hero's journey, a structure inspired by Jung's ideas. In The Matrix, Neo is called to adventure, mentored by Morpheus, faces his shadow, Agent Smith, and ultimately transforms. This pattern appears in countless stories because it mirrors our own personal growth. 8. Jung's influence on psychological thrillers and horror. Jungian psychology isn't just for fantasy movies, it also shapes psychological thrillers. Fight Club is about confronting the shadow. Black Swan shows the struggle between the persona and the true self. Shutter Island dives deep into repression and the unconscious mind. Jung's ideas aren't just theories. They shape the way we tell stories. Whether we realize it or not, we are drawn to these archetypes because they reflect the deepest parts of ourselves. Next time you watch a movie, ask yourself who is the hero, who is the shadow, and what part of your own psyche is being revealed. Did this video change the way you see movies? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into psychology and storytelling. Have you ever found yourself analyzing every detail in a movie, book, or dream, searching for hidden meanings? While Jungian psychology offers powerful tools for understanding the human mind, is it possible to go too deep? Today, we explore the risks of overanalyzing symbols and how to keep a balanced perspective. 1. The power of symbolism in Jungian thought. Jung believed that symbols and archetypes connect us to the deeper layers of the psyche. They help us understand our emotions, dreams, and even the stories we love. But what happens when we start seeing symbols everywhere, even where they might not exist? 2. The trap of overanalyzing everything. Jungian analysis can become addictive. When everything is seen as a deep symbol, we risk missing the simple and direct meanings of life. Not every black cat is an omen. Not every dream of falling means a loss of control. Sometimes things just are. 3. When symbolism becomes a distraction. A common danger of overanalyzing symbols is losing touch with reality. If you're constantly looking for deeper meaning, you might miss what's happening right in front of you. Jung himself warned against intellectualizing life instead of experiencing it. 4. The ego's obsession with meaning. The search for meaning can sometimes feed the ego instead of the self. Instead of allowing natural insight to emerge, the ego demands absolute answers. This can lead to frustration and even spiritual arrogance, believing that you know more because you've uncovered a hidden truth. 5. Jung's warning about inflation. Jung described something called inflation, when a person becomes so absorbed in psychological or spiritual ideas that they believe they are more enlightened than others. This can lead to detachment from reality and even delusions of grandeur. 6. A balanced approach to Jungian analysis. So how do we use Jungian psychology without falling into obsession? Here are a few tips. 1. Stay grounded, enjoy analysis, but don't let it consume your daily life. 2. Use intuition, not just intellect. Let meanings unfold naturally instead of forcing them. 3. Engage with reality. Symbols should help you live better, not isolate you from others. 4. Recognize limits. Not everything has a hidden meaning, and that's okay. 5. Enjoy the mystery. Some things are best left unknown. Why balance matters. Jungian psychology is an incredible tool, but like all things, balance is key. If you find yourself overanalyzing, step back and ask, am I learning, or am I just chasing endless meanings? Remember, the goal isn't to decode life, it's to experience it fully. Do you ever find yourself overanalyzing symbols? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more balanced takes on psychology and philosophy. Have you ever carried a lucky charm? Or repeated a daily affirmation that made you feel stronger? These simple acts aren't just habits. They are symbols and rituals that shape your mind. Carl Jung believed that symbols and rituals connect us to something deeper. Our unconscious, our emotions, and even the collective human experience. Today, let's explore how you can use Jungian psychology to bring meaning, focus, and transformation into your daily life. 1. Why symbols matter in everyday life. Symbols are everywhere. From religious and cultural icons to personal keepsakes, they represent deeper ideas and emotions. Jung believed that symbols help us access the unconscious mind. They are shortcuts to understanding complex emotions, dreams, and spiritual truths. This is why humans have used symbols for thousands of years to express what words alone cannot. 2. The power of personal symbols. Think about an object that holds deep meaning for you. Maybe it's a locket from a loved one, a book that changed your life, or a tattoo with a special message. These are personal symbols unique to you, yet filled with meaning. Jung suggested that recognizing and using these symbols intentionally can bring clarity and guidance in life. 3. Rituals. More than just habits. A ritual is more than just a routine. It's an act filled with meaning. From morning coffee rituals to spiritual practices like prayer and meditation, rituals create stability in our chaotic world. Jung believed that rituals help us connect with the unconscious, allowing transformation to take place. 4. How to create meaningful rituals using Jungian psychology. Here's how you can bring Jung's wisdom into your life through rituals. 1. Morning grounding ritual. Start the day with intention. Light a candle, say an affirmation, or visualize success. 2. Journaling for self-reflection. Keep a journal to track dreams, emotions, and experiences. This will help you uncover symbols appearing in your life. 3. Creating a personal altar. Design a space with objects that inspire and center you. such as crystals, books, or meaningful images. 4. Symbolic action for letting go. Write down worries and burn the paper as a symbolic act of release. 5. Dream work. Pay attention to recurring symbols in your dreams. What might your unconscious be trying to tell you? 5. The science behind symbols and rituals. Modern science supports Jung's ideas. Studies show that rituals can reduce stress, improve focus, and even enhance performance. Athletes, artists, and spiritual practitioners use rituals to enter flow states, moments of peak performance, where mind and body work in harmony. 6. Bringing symbolic awareness into your life. Jung believed that life constantly speaks to us through symbols. If you start paying attention, you may notice recurring signs, certain numbers, animals, or events that seem to speak to you. This isn't just coincidence. It's your unconscious trying to communicate. By staying aware, you can begin to decode these messages and use them for personal growth. Why this matters? By using symbols and rituals mindfully, you bring more depth and meaning into your life. Jung's ideas aren't just philosophy. They're practical tools for self-discovery and transformation. So what symbols and rituals do you use daily? Let me know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into psychology and spirituality. Now let's move to the next chapter. Carl Jung developed groundbreaking ideas about the human mind concepts like the collective unconscious, archetypes, and individuation. But in today's world of neuroscience, are Jung's theories still relevant? Does modern brain research support his insights, or do they belong to the past? Let's dive into the fascinating connection between Jungian psychology and modern neuroscience. 1. Jung's model of the mind versus modern brain science. Visuals. A simple animated diagram of Jung's model conscious, unconscious, collective unconscious compared to a 3D brain model highlighting different regions. Narration. Jung divided the mind into 3 main layers: the conscious mind, the personal unconscious, and the collective unconscious. Today, neuroscience has identified corresponding brain structures. Conscious mind gives prefrontal cortex, responsible for logical thinking, decision-making, and self-awareness. Personal unconscious gives limbic system, the emotional and memory processing center of the brain, linked to past experiences and traumas. Collective unconscious gives deep brain structures. The most mysterious part: do we inherit knowledge and instincts through our DNA? 2. The science behind archetypes. Jung believed that archetypes, universal symbols like the hero, the mother, and the shadow exist in all cultures and shape human behavior. Today, neuroscience suggests that these patterns might be hardwired into our brain. Evolutionary psychology supports the idea that humans share instinctual responses to certain figures and situations, passed down through generations for survival. This means that Jung's archetypes may be deeply rooted in our brain's neural pathways. 3. The collective unconscious and genetic memory. One of Jung's most controversial ideas was the collective unconscious, the idea that we inherit knowledge and psychological structures from our ancestors. Neuroscience has found evidence that some experiences and fears are passed down genetically. Studies on epigenetics suggest that traumatic experiences can alter gene expression and be inherited by future generations. Could this be scientific proof of Jung's collective unconscious? 4. Neuroscience and Jung's shadow theory. Jung's shadow represents the repressed, hidden side of our personality, the parts we deny or fear. Neuroscience confirms that suppressed emotions and unconscious fears are stored in the amygdala and limbic system, often influencing our behavior without us realizing it. Brain scans show that when people suppress negative thoughts, the brain still activates emotional centers, proving that the shadow is very real in neurological terms. 5. Jungian dream analysis and REM sleep science. Jung placed great importance on dreams, believing they provide messages from the unconscious. Neuroscience supports this idea. During REM sleep, the brain processes emotions, solves problems, and even integrates unconscious material into conscious thought. Studies show that people who analyze their dreams develop better emotional regulation and self-awareness, just as Jung predicted. 6. Individuation in brain plasticity. Jung's concept of individuation, the process of integrating all aspects of the self, is supported by neuroscience through the study of neuroplasticity. This is the brain's ability to rewire itself based on experiences, learning, and self-reflection. Practices like meditation, therapy, and deep self-exploration strengthen neural pathways and help individuals integrate their fragmented selves, just as Jung envisioned. 7. Conclusion. Is Jung still relevant in the age of neuroscience? Modern science is proving many of Jung's ideas to be more than just philosophy. They have a strong basis in brain function, genetics, and evolutionary psychology. While some of his theories remain speculative, many align closely with what neuroscience is discovering today. Jung's legacy lives on, not just in psychology, but in our understanding of the human brain itself. Do you think modern science validates Jung's ideas? Comment below with your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into psychology and the mind. Let's move to the final chapter. We all seek a meaningful life, but what if the key to transformation has been within you all along? Carl Jung believed that real change doesn't come from external success, but from inner integration. Today, we explore how to apply Jungian psychology to create a profound shift in your life. 1. Know thyself. The importance of self-reflection. Jung believed that true growth begins with self-awareness. But this isn't just about knowing your likes and dislikes. It's about understanding the forces within you. To start, keep a self-reflection journal. Write about your emotions, dreams, and reactions. Ask yourself, why did I react that way? What am I avoiding? What patterns keep repeating in my life? This practice will bring the unconscious into the light. 2. Integrating the shadow, embracing your dark side. We often suppress parts of ourselves, our fears, desires, and traits that don't fit our ideal self-image. Jung called this the shadow. Ignoring it leads to self-sabotage, but integrating it leads to wholeness. Here's how to work with your shadow. Notice your triggers. When someone annoys you deeply, ask, what part of myself am I rejecting? Own your flaws. Accept that anger, envy, or insecurity are natural. Instead of suppressing them, understand where they come from. Use creative expression. Writing, painting, or acting can help you explore your hidden side in a safe way. 3. Discovering your archetypes. Finding your true role. Jung identified archetypes, universal roles that shape our identity. Understanding which archetypes are dominant in your life can help you break free from limiting patterns. Are you stuck in the caregiver role, always serving others but neglecting yourself? Or are you trapped in the rebel archetype, resisting structure at all costs? Recognizing these patterns allows you to step into a new, more balanced role. 4. The power of synchronicity. Paying attention to meaningful coincidences. Jung believed that the universe communicates with us through synchronicities, meaningful coincidences. These are moments when life seems to align perfectly, revealing a hidden order. To harness this power, stay open-minded. Notice when life presents you with repeating themes or symbols. Journal your synchronicities. Writing them down helps you connect the dots. Follow your intuition. If something keeps showing up in your life, it might be guiding you toward your purpose. 5. Individuation. Becoming your true self. The ultimate goal of Jungian psychology is individuation, the process of becoming your true self. This means integrating all aspects of your personality, accepting both your strengths and weaknesses, and living authentically. The key steps to individuation are: 1. Self-awareness, recognizing your unconscious patterns. 2. Shadow work, embracing your hidden self. 3. Developing your inner voice, listening to your intuition. 4. Creating meaning, aligning your life with your deepest values. This journey takes time, but every step brings you closer to true fulfillment. 6. Conclusion, the path forward. Applying Jungian psychology isn't about intellectual understanding, it's about living differently. When you begin integrating these teachings, you'll notice shifts in how you see yourself, your relationships, and the world. You'll stop repeating destructive patterns, make choices that align with your deepest truth, and step into the person you were always meant to be. What part of Jung's psychology resonates most with you? Comment below and share your thoughts. And if this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay with us for more deep dives into psychology and self-discovery.